Scoot Henderson is about to shock the NBA, and today I'm going to break down why and how I think he's primed and ready for a huge breakout season in Portland. Now, it's no surprise that Scoot Henderson's career has gone off to a bit of a rocky start, as he was originally thought of as a surefire #1 pick in most drafts and being seen as sort of a young Derrick Rose or Russell Westbrook, and so it's safe to say that the stakes were high for the young point guard, and Scoot Henderson was seen as one of the most NBA-ready prospects of the entire 2023 draft, as he had a lethal skill set consisting of explosive athleticism, an advanced feel for the game, NBA-ready playmaking, and was seen as a prospect who could score at all three levels in the NBA. Unfortunately though for Scoot, his career has gotten off to about as rough of a start as you could imagine. Today I want to break down why Scoot is about to shock the entire NBA and prove all the haters wrong, as well as how this Blazers squad is set up perfectly to help him do just that. First things first though, I hope you all are having a great day so far. Before the video gets started, please hit that like button to support the video and the channel, and hit the subscribe button if you're new, as we are on the road to 3,000 subscribers and I'm hoping to hit that by the end of the summer. And make sure to comment your thoughts on Scoot Henderson below. So Scoot Henderson started his career with the bar set high. Many people thought that there was a slim but nonetheless a chance of him winning the Rookie of the Year title over Victor Wembanyama, and safe to say he missed that mark. He ended up not even making an all-rookie team, and he ended up finishing off the season averaging 14 points, 3.1 rebounds, and 5.4 assists per game, but he shot a horrendous 38.5% from the field and 32.5% from the three-point line, and he overall finished with a true shooting percentage of 48.9%. And this was definitely disappointing to say the least, considering the league average that year was 56.4% true shooting for point guards. And now these numbers may actually make us seem a bit better and more well-rounded for Scoot than it actually was, but that's just not the case. Scoot had a decent stretch to end off his rookie season once the Blazers decided that it was time to pull the plug and start shooting for a top draft pick, and a lot of other teams had done the same, so the competition level wasn't exactly that high. And after his rookie season, many fans, including myself, had high hopes of a breakout season for him in year 2. And now while his sophomore season definitely looked a bit better than his rookie season did, it still wasn't all that we had hoped for. He finished the year with averages of 12.7 points, 3 rebounds, and 5.1 assists, all 3 of which being lower than his rookie year stats. However, the numbers don't tell the whole story, as his shooting actually increased from 38.5% up to 41.9%, and then his three-point shooting jumped from 32.5% up to 35.4%, and you could just tell he shot a lot more consistently the entire year, compared to his rookie season where he was shooting pretty bad from the three-point line the whole season, and he had a good jump at the end of the year. And as far as his true shooting goes, that jumped from a measly 48.9% up to a much better 54%, which is much closer to the league average of 55.8% this last season for point guards. And now while his stats may not jump off the page, what really stood out in Scoot's sophomore season was his overall feel for the game, his speed, and his overall shooting. He was taking better shots, wasn't driving into the paint only to have the ball stripped away, and was overall making better plays and just plain winning basketball. And now in the offseason of 2025, we're approaching what I think will be the most crucial season of Scoot's young career. This is a season where he will either solidify himself as a young star point guard that we all thought he was going to become, or nothing more than just an average point guard who may end up coming off the bench in a few seasons. And it's no shock that there's a bit of pressure for him to play well this year, especially with the recent signing of Damian Lillard. But regardless of who starts or comes off the bench, this is the season that you'd expect a true most improved player level leap from Scoot. And that wouldn't be anything new. That's not setting the bar high for Scoot at all, as many guards such as Ja Morant, Darius Garland, De'Aaron Fox, and even Tyrese Halliburton all took substantial leaps in their third season in the NBA, and I fully expect Scoot to do the same. The way the roster is currently constructed also plays in his favor, as Scoot averaged 13.4 points, 7 assists, and 3.4 rebounds in 5 games without Anthony Simons this last season, which obviously isn't a huge sample, but without the need to share the ball quite as much, Scoot Henderson can truly take over as point guard and lead the team this season. And stats aside, we know that Scoot is an absolute workhorse. He's been in the gym all offseason putting in work, and from the clips we've seen, he's looking bigger and his shot is looking much smoother. And I fully expect Scoot to continue building off his improved shooting from last season, and I truly really think that's the key that's going to unlock the rest of his game this year. And now, one of the biggest things, shooting aside, that I believe will truly help Scoot improve this season and hopefully take his game to the heights that we're all hoping for, is the veteran mentorship from both Damian Lillard and Jrue Holiday. Dame is back in Portland and unfortunately is out of commission this entire season with his torn Achilles, but Chauncey Billups has made it clear that Dame will still be very involved in mentoring this team, and even joked about how Dame is going to be the highest paid assistant coach in league history.
I told him that this year he's going to be the highest paid assistant coach in league history because I'm going to be putting him to work every day.
So it's safe to say that Dame will take Scoot under his wing and help develop him this year. Scoot has been very vocal in the past about looking up to Dame, and there's even history of him DMing Damian Lillard before getting drafted, asking for some advice as a point guard. And I don't think you could ask for a much better vet mentor to Scoot than the best point guard in Blazers history. And Dame isn't the only mentor that Scoot will have. Jrue Holiday is also here and can help mentor Scoot in a completely different way. Scoot may not be elite on defense, but he has the build and tenacity that's needed to become elite on defense one day. And now we can go back and forth on who should start this season between Scoot and Jrue, but regardless, Drew's gonna be here, assuming he doesn't get moved again, to help mentor Scoot on defense and teach him what it takes to be a true two-way threat in the NBA. Scoot is surrounded by arguably the two best vet mentors in the entire league, and I really believe that's going to help his game a lot more than people realize or are even talking about. And luckily for the fans, Scoot Henderson is built for these moments. It's not hard to see how locked in he is and how focused his mentality is. Whether it's training, taking the game-winning shot, or studying the game as a whole, you can tell this is what Scoot was born to do. And if there's anyone who is ready to take on the pressure, persevere, and shock the entire NBA, it is Sterling Scoot Henderson. I wouldn't say Scoot was necessarily in the best situation his first 2 years in the league. So between Scoot's progress the first 2 seasons, the vet mentorship from Dame and Jrue Holiday, and the overall construction of the team playing in Scoot's favor, I think we could really be in for a treat and can even expect a MIP level season coming from Scoot Henderson. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like the video, comment below your hopes and expectations for Scoot Henderson this season, along with what topics or videos you'd want to see from me next, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, as again, we're trying to hit 3,000 subscribers, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and until next time, I'll see you later.